Capricorns, hi, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of October 13th. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's on the cards for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you want to book a private reading, the link is in the description box below. And if you have questions, you can also email me. All right, now let's see what's on the cards. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, so your cards are Temperance, Five of Cups, Hermit, and Knight of Swords. Okay, something similar came through for Sagittarius as well. And here, Temperance is actually ruled by Sagittarius. So it could be that Sagittarius energy is in your chart or someone you are dealing with. And similar energy actually. With Knight of Swords, this is where you are rushing. It could be that there is a deadline. It could be mentally you are feeling a sense of restlessness. It could be that you have several things to do and thoughts are like all over the place here. And for some, it could also be emotions. This is where you are reacting. So you are thinking loud, or it could be that some emotional exchanges are happening here. And with this, it feels like maybe so it's important to uh, if it's an emotional situation, it's important to pull the energy back and really reevaluate the situation to understand what this needs from you, so you can respond in an effective way is what I want to say. But sometimes it's not possible when something happens, and when we are not mentally prepared, sometimes we find ourselves reacting. But so just be aware of this energy. So this again has to do with some situation that you are coming across, or it could be feeling that sense of restlessness in the mind. So when that happens, if you have like an important meeting or a discussion or important conversation, um, then that will be a little bit difficult. Communication will be a little bit difficult. Okay, so just know how you can stay more calm and centered. So again, like writing things down would be helpful, meditation would be helpful, or spending time in nature would be helpful, or just taking some time every now and then during your day to bring back your energy, and centering yourself and balancing your energies is important, so you can handle this in a beautiful way. Here, these are your cards. You have Temperance, Five of Cups, and Hermit. This is where you are taking that time to reflect. So it could be that, like I said, this is someone who acts first and thinks later. So it could be, if that is your energy, Capricorn, just be aware, because this is where you are feeling regretful about something. And this is where, again, you are taking that time to reflect, to understand what happened. So all these cards, this is asking you to have patience. So it may have something to do with a decision you are making. So whatever the situation here is, I don't know what you are coming across. We all are going through different things. This situation, this is where you are being patient. It could also be that you are trying something new here. So new waters, you are testing new waters, or it could also be you are experimenting with things. It could be a project that you are working on. It could be something to do with technology, that requires you to go through it like in a slow and calm way. So for some, this is also where you are exchanging ideas with others and coming up with something new. So it could be a group environment, and everybody will have their own opinions, their own way of doing things. This is where you are being calm and patient, and you are also trying to like keep. So this is either you are keeping an open mind and staying open to different possibilities, or it could be, if you are not, then that's the card. The card is reminding you to do that. That will make things easier. So again, this is like um mixing things up. So it could be different ideas. It could be um uh, you trying something new and different here. But the sunrise here denotes that it's going to be good, and so whatever it is that you are working on, um, it will be good. So if you are, so if there is something that you are working on, and if you are confused, the clarity will come. Is that is what the sunrise here indicates. Okay, so maybe you are just taking it slowly now, but it will pick up speed. You will know what to do. And here with Five of Cups, this is where, this is the energy of grieving. So it could be grieving the loss of something, someone, or something. Like, if you are reacting to a situation, this is where you are feeling bad about things. So that's the reason why the card is also reminding you to slow down, take it easy, and contemplate on things, evaluate things before saying or doing anything. On the other hand, um, watch your steps, and also be careful on the roads. You might get a ticket. So do not speed. And here with Hermit, this is where you might come across some doubts. So if you are, um, so you might come across some delays, and that can lead to doubts. Uh, so let's see what this means for you. So sometimes, doubts, that is also important. It help us when we are doubtful about things. It help us stay a step back and evaluate things, where this is coming from, what do we need to be prepared for, what do we need to plan for. So that help us plan and prepare and pay attention to the details. So that is important. So it all depends upon the situation, Capricorn. So if you are feeling like, if there is something you want to do, and if you are feeling doubtful, and if you are questioning your skills, talents, and abilities, then that this could also mean either trusting yourself and having confidence, and knowing that you have the experience, you have the skills to take care of this, whatever this is. On the other hand, it could also be learning new skills, and so taking action. So what is this doubts all about, and what actions can you take? Sometimes it has to do with perspectives, shifting our perspectives, and having confidence and trusting ourselves. And sometimes this could mean learning, doing our research, talking to the right people, gathering information, learning a new skill. So no, so discernment is important. However, we do not want our fears and self doubts to hold us back from um, really going for our goals and our dreams. So that is something to be mindful of. Okay. Yeah, here with Five of Cups, yes, you are grieving the loss of something here, but then you also have these two cups standing, and the attention may not be there. So this is also memories, like past memories coming up. So what transpired, what you could have done better. So no, like in this situation, while you are focusing on what's gone, maybe there is also an opportunity that needs your attention. So it could be someone who needs your attention, it could be something that needs your attention, or there it could be an opportunity that's waiting there for you to take a look. Okay, so sometimes we are in this energy, like, of what happened in the past. Like, the mind is hardly in the present moment. It's always either in the past or the future. And that leads to anxiety, that leads to that sense of loss and overwhelm and things like that. But when we bring our attention to the present moment, we will know, okay, what action needs to happen in this moment, so I don't have to feel regretful about things later on. So bringing your attention to the present moment is also important, so you know what actions needs to happen in this moment, what needs your attention. Okay, all right, now let's clarify here, what does that Knight of Swords all about? And also, it's important to know, whatever it is that you are doing, Capricorn, are you enjoying it? Because this is where you are rushing, even though you don't have a deadline. Sometimes it just it, yeah, if it feels like, you can't wait to like just finish something and move to the next, know why that is happening. So again, it's important to just breathe. So pay attention to what's happening in the mind, what's happening in the body, so you can stay more balanced. And when you are rushing, you might also make some mistakes, so just be aware of that. And then you will have to then go back and redo things. Before you say yes, before you make any promises, before you accept invitations and things like that, so just know if this is really something you want to do or not. You don't want to say yes out of obligations. So here, this is the hermit card. For some, this could be you going on a hike or something. And on the other hand, someone you are meeting. So temperance is ruled by Sagittarius, and hermit is ruled by Virgo energy. So it could be the energy of someone you are meeting. So it could be a teacher, a healer, someone you are connecting with, or it could also be your own energy. And this is where you are pulling back. It could be that you just want to stay. Yeah, this is like, something that you are coming across which is a little bit disappointing, and yeah, you are feeling bad about things, and this is where you are pulling back your energy, staying away from the limelight, and keeping to yourself. So self isolation could also be what this energy is, enjoying your solitude. So there is a difference. So feeling lonely and enjoying our own aloneness, enjoying our solitude are two different things. In both cases, yes, you are by yourself, and loneliness makes you feel kind of, you know, crave for company, and yeah, things like that. But enjoying our solitude is all about, is actually help us focus our energy on what's important for us. It could be a creative project, it could be our health, it could be yeah, doing something that will be helpful for us. So just be aware of this energy, what's happening, because again, we all are at different levels in our spiritual journey. All right. So Knight of Swords is clarified by Nine of Wands. Yes. So Nine of Wands, the card here says exhaustion. And it could be that you are working on something and it's very exhausting. And when we are not sleeping well, when we are exhausted, then we feel irritated. So it could be like a group environment where you're working with others and others are not pulling their weight, or it could be a personal situation where you are just doing and you are not getting any results, and that can lead to, and you will find yourself snap um, at someone. So just be, and that will also lead to emotional exhaustion. So it's like a vicious circle. So a better idea would be to stay away and focus on yourself, and take care of your own health, your own mental well-being, because when we are feeling healthy, and when we are getting sleep and everything, it will be possible for us to um, handle things in a calm way. So just be aware of that. Like if you are feeling agitated, irritated, what needs to happen in order to balance your energies? Okay. And now let's see what's that Five of Cups energy is. So taking it slowly is important, meaning like finding balance, finding some kind of balance in your everyday life. So it could be taking just a few minutes just for you to sit down, breathe, do whatever it is that you enjoy doing. It can happen either in the morning before you start your day, or at the end of the day. So Five of Cups is clarified by slowing down. So yes, this is where you are slowing down, because temperance here has to do with balance and patience, and hermit is also has to do with patience, and this is where that is needed, Capricorn. Okay, so slow down could also be being careful on the roads and not speeding. It could be mentally slowing down, meaning calming the mind whenever you feel like that sense of rushing, how you can calm the mind and breathe and rest. On the other hand, it could also be things that you are working on. It's important to know whether you are actually enjoying whatever it is that you are doing, or you just want to get things done. So just be aware of that. All right. Now let's see what's on the oracle cards. And the same similar message came through for Sagittarius as well. So for some, it also has to do with important decisions you are making. So before you make any important decisions, maybe think about slowing down, reevaluate things. So maybe this is not a great week to make important decisions. Maybe it's use this time to consider your options and think through things. Ask for perspectives, reach out to someone you trust for perspectives. All right. So Capricorn, your message is receptivity. Yes. Receptivity is all about allowing things to unfold. This is where the control issues may come up. So just be aware of that. Meaning, if things are not going the way you had expected, not if they are not going as per your plans, then you might then do something to speed things up, and that can only lead to disappointments later on. So maybe go with the flow. By that, what I mean is let things be, and let things unfold in its own time, in its own way, and maybe your interference is not needed. So sit back and relax and see what's gonna happen you know so okay, let me read this out to you. Okay, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Yeah, yeah, that's what this energy is about. This is all about filling your own cup, Capricorn, meaning taking care of yourself, self care. um, so when you are feeling that energy, then it will be possible for you to do something in a nice way. So if you are not feeling that energy, if you are not feeling inspired, motivated, or if you are feeling exhausted and tired, then this is a signal that you need to take care of yourself. You have a maternal side to you that naturally cares for those in need, yet this must be balanced with receptivity or the flow is blocked. Receiving is the essence of feminine energy, and it means allowing yourself to receive with grace and gratitude. If you feel guilty when asking others for help, or if you feel bad about receiving gifts, then you block your feminine energy. Your receptivity is just as natural as your nurturing, giving energy. Receptivity allows you to better hear the voices of the angels. When you receive, you have more resources to give to others. Begin by noticing the hundreds of gifts you receive each day, whether it's seeing beauty in nature, witnessing a touching human moment, or being hugged by a loved one. Simply say thank you for each gift and know that they are filling up your storehouse, keeping the divine flow going strong. Be still and listen. Release guilt about receiving. Ask for help. Increase psychic awareness. Know that you are in a learning cycle. Healing is occurring. Be more in your feminine energy. Child conception, pregnancy, or birth, including adoption or favorable custody arrangements, are issues in your life. This beloved Egyptian goddess is represented by the head of a cow to symbolize the sacred animal's life giving milk and mothering. Hathor is a benevolent sky and sun goddess who helps with all aspects of child conception, birthing, and raising. Call upon Hathor to guide you in nurturing yourself and your loved ones. Yeah, Hathor has something to do with family matters. It may have something to do with kids and taking care of your family. If that is the case, Capricorn, the energy here is reminding you maybe how about asking someone for help with chores, so then you can take a day off, or maybe you can book yourself to a spa and pamper yourself. So that would be nice. So this is where the help is right there. The two cups standing has to do with love and somebody who is there to support and help. But if you are not um, paying attention, if you are not receptive to the help that's already available, then you will um, then it will be difficult. So to avoid burnout, to avoid overwhelm, maybe think about you know working with others, whether it's professional life, whether it's personal life. So you can then take a day off and just recharge your batteries, so you have the energy to give to whatever is important for you. Okay, so Capricorns, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Do remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And if these messages resonated, do remember to support the channel by liking, subscribing, commenting. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great week ahead. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.